Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we've got a very quick video covering the M1 Abrams. Now this is a tank I have not played for almost 2 years, and the reason I've not played it for 2 years is because this was my very first 3 mark in Era 3. And when I achieved the 3 mark, I was so pleased with it, I was so happy that I'd got it. I thought to myself, right, I'm parking this tank in the garage, I'm not risking losing that 3 mark. I don't want to lose all the hard work that I've put into achieving the 3rd mark on this tank. So it sat in my garage, and it sat in my garage for the best part of 2 years. That is until this week, where I dusted it off, because in my Discord this week I saw comments from people saying that they'd sold their M1 because they didn't like it, and they said it wasn't a very good tank, and that made me sad because I remember loving this tank. I remember thinking this tank was amazing. So good, in fact, that I 3 marked it. So, that basically begged the question, well, is the M1 still any good? The game has changed a lot in 2 years. I 3 marked this before the Weasel was a thing. There were far less ATGMs back in the day, so maybe it's different now. Let's take it out and see how it plays. Man, I love this thing. This is a very, very good tank. I love playing this. It is probably, no, not probably, this is my favourite Era 3 heavy in the entire game. And you might be wondering why. If you're someone who thinks this tank is awful, you might be wondering, what on earth is he on about? Why does he love this tank so much? Well, there's a reason. This thing reloads, wait for it, in 4.5 seconds, and the gun accuracy with my crew and equipment setup is 0.14 accuracy. I believe the M60AX, which is a premium, has an accuracy of 0.13, but that's a premium. You have to pay for that one. So if you want an insanely accurate gun on a very mobile platform, you can have that combination for free in the M1. You don't need to spend money on a premium. You just don't. And that, for me, is fantastic. That's why I love this thing so much, because it is maneuverable, it's nippy, it's fast, it's got good... The ammunition in it is good. I know it's a 105mm gun, not the same 120 that the other Abrams have got. But this 105, with the gold rounds, and the accuracy, and the reload, it's just a fantastic combination. Now, I suspect the reason people struggle with it is because it says it's a heavy. If you've been playing the Challenger 1, or the Challenger 2, or the Leclerc, or any of the T-72s, or even the Era 3 Leopards for that fact, you may struggle with this because you're thinking, well, this is a heavy. It doesn't feel like a heavy. It's got no armour. And you'd be right. The M1 does not have very good armour. But that's where the vehicle assignment is a little bit off and not quite accurate, in my opinion. This thing plays far more like the Era 2 Leopards than it does the Era 3 Leopards, the M1A1, the M1A2. This tank isn't really a heavy, in my opinion. It's classed as a heavy, but it's not really a heavy. It shouldn't be played like a heavy. It needs to be played like a medium. A mobile medium at that. It's got a rapid reload, an insanely good gun, and if you can play it to those strengths, don't trust its armor ever. Just don't. I don't recommend you ever go into a fight thinking, oh yeah, my armor's going to hold up. It won't. It just won't. If you can play it like a medium, play it like a Leopard. If you've got the Leopard 1A1, you've got the Leopard 1. Any of the Era 2 Leopards, go play those and then jump into the M1 Abrams. Play it the same way and you'll find that you'll do incredibly well. This is a very capable tank despite the fact it's bottom of Era 3. It's got no armour and, ow. Even against the tanks that you've got in the game now, the Weasels, all the ATGM tanks, the 490s, it's still a very, very capable tank. It really, really is. And I would encourage people to give it another chance. Give the M1 a chance because it's it's silky smooth in my opinion. It's a silky smooth tank to play. The rounds will go where you aim them, and I think that's one of the most important things about it. The accuracy is so good, you don't have to think about, oh, you know, RNG and my accuracy, or, you know, the aim reticle is too big and the shot dispersion's too big. You don't have that problem in this tank. You just don't, and that is why, for me, it is such a beautiful machine to play. So there you go, guys. That's MVP for me. Almost. If we could have stayed alive a little longer, we could have broken into the 10,000 damage mark. But there we go. MVP in the M1 Abrams. Well, with the assist. Well, we'll call it a 10k combined game. But there we go. Still hanging on to the 3 mark. I didn't need to worry. And if I have the willpower at some point, I may go for the gold mark. But that's all I've got to say about the M1 at the moment. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, if not a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.